Morning. So I thought I would grease up the headstock bearings on the CRF. It's about 18,000 miles on the bike now. That would be a good shout. So I've taken it apart and quite surprised at the lack of grease that is on the bike itself. So they have tried for the weight saving, I suppose you could say. 150 kilo bike. Let's save on the grease. That will lighten it a bit. Haven't checked the top end, but we can see here let's have a look underneath there. There we go. Oh, there's the dust cap. Certainly kept the dust out, so that's good. And there's the bearing race. Oh, well, there's a small amount of grease there, but I might have expected a little bit more. It's not too much of a job to get off. Brakes off, mudguard off, stanchions out, and then you just got to loosen most of the bits around there, and fingers crossed it'll all go back together. Right. So we're greased up. And we're ready to try to reassemble. It's difficult to know what the torque is on this. Tight without being over tight, I think. That feels right. We've got that back in and it feels okay. Difficult to know what's tight and loose, but it moves freely, it's not notchy. So I suggest that is tight under the nut underneath. This is just loose at the moment until we line the stanchions up. So I'll tighten that down soon. Don't know the torque setting for it, but I'll probably look in the Africa Twin book. It's got to be pretty similar. Generally back together now, all moving free. It was moving free anyway, it's just now nicely greased. I keep my large tyre lever strapped to the front here. Keeps it nicely out of the way. There's these brace for the biker bits bars. You can see that they're not perfectly square now. They've been down a number of times, but that brace does work. So we're all back together, torqued up. New tyre on. This time I've tried one of the Mitas Enduro tyres, Terra Force Max. It's the yellow stripe one, so it's harder, so it should give better wear on the road. I've actually used them a couple of times and they are, I think, very good. They look extreme, but they wear well. I forgot to comment that I added these vents on the top of the forks. I'm going to mount my new bracket here, but whilst this is off, I thought I'd just show what we did here. These are the biker bits, as I say. Those are the two little lugs that I welded on. And then what I put there is I've got a piece of stainless hollow bar. Place that through here. It'll hold in position. Then it's just held in with a bit of stud, like so. Goes through there. So what I've done there is this piece of aluminium engine mount, my additional lug, and then with these little recesses here I can strap anything to this that I don't need very often, but it keeps it out the way and low. So there we can see it with the panel on, and there's an enormous amount of space in there. So that's where I say I can strap on, could be an inner tube, spares, whatever. So worth trying to make use of that in a void, which is enormous.